Not much can surprise me anymore with this 76ers season. I mean, we have been tossed and turned and thrown every which way. And still, with 26, 25 games to go, they are still moving the bar. I just stepped in the door. Beautiful day outside. I'm trying not to think about the Sixers until we hop on the live stream later to cover the Sixers and Knicks game. And then the Discord hits me up. And then people are tagging me on Twitter. What now, RB? What now? And I pull up this clip and I listen to it. And ladies and gentlemen, I think I may have just heard the craziest thing yet in the season of crazy things from the 76ers. So I'm going to play this and then we will listen back and react. This is my first initial reaction and thoughts. And this will be my second time hearing this.
This season is up to this point, man. It hasn't been what we envisioned. I know my goal when I first signed with Philadelphia was to bring a championship to these amazing fans here. I still remain positive about that, and that is still the case and where I'm coming from. With that being said, though, I want to let the Podcast P family know that after today's episode with Dwight, I plan to take a break from the pod just to focus on getting my body right, getting mentally right, and, help this squad make a push towards our goal to finish the season out, give ourselves a chance to be in contentions to compete for a championship.
Wow. What's the saying? A day late and a dollar short? Dear Lord, man. Did Paul George just come on his podcast and have Dwight Howard on an episode and tell us that after this episode, he is going to take a break from podcasting to prioritize his health, get in the right shape, and try to get the Sixers back to being a championship contender this season, which is what he is signed here for, in order to make a playoff push? Paul, the season's over. Are we serious? His management PR team had to have got on him to say this, because I can't believe it. I'm at a loss for words. I'm speechless. Did he really just do this with 25 games left in the season? You guys just got blown out by 50 to a terrible team. You've lost 8 in a row, and now you're going to prioritize getting in shape to win a championship? You're telling me you couldn't have done this after game 15 when you guys stunk and you were 2-12 or 2-13, whatever it was? Are you serious? This is the right message. It only should have come 5 months ago. I cannot believe how these people, whether it's PG or the ownership or Daryl Morey or whoever it is, really thinks that we are unintelligent. Do you think we're this stupid? Is this supposed to pump some juice into the crowd? Maybe because people aren't planning to come to the games anymore? Maybe this is a Sixers PR move. Hey, PG, we need you to go on your big platform and tell the fans that we're back. We're getting in shape. We're taking time from everything else and we're locked in. We're focused. Come on. I wouldn't be surprised if PG shut down soon anyway. And pretty much what he just told us is that he has been prioritizing podcasting all season over getting his body right, getting back in touch, aligned with the team, and getting things on the right track. Look, I'm not here to just crap on PG as a person. I think he's a good guy. But even his body language in this video clip, he has no He has no oomph. He has no dog, man. Are you kidding me? All season, we've been talking about things. We've been talking about how you have no bag. You have one move. You've been injured 6 times. And I get it, right? Your podcast probably makes you a lot of money. It's a great platform. You've done a great thing for yourself that will carry on past your playing days. You're getting paid big dollars to come here. And I thought the podcast was cool because we would get to hear, the inside scoop on a daily or weekly basis from Paul George and other teammates. But when you're doing terrible and you're coming out on the podcast and talking about, LeBron's greatest moments and this and that and Andre Drummond and how he wants to be the best rebounder ever and all this other stuff, And with 25 games to go, you come on here again and spit in our faces and think that we're going to believe this crap? I just cannot believe that with everything this season, from Joel Embiid's injuries and the lack of transparency, to Maxey calling him out in the locker room, to Nick Nurse losing his mind as an NBA head coach, and young guys winning games, getting benched, and Jared McCain, tearing his meniscus on a play where he suffers a concussion, and Joel Embiid, they have to break his hip to realign the joint. Like, all this stuff to happen in a 5-month period. I cannot any longer believe that this is real life, that this is a real season, and that these guys are serious. This is just miserable, man. If you want a final dagger for me, if you want a final nail in the coffin, here it is. What's going to happen the next 5 games when you come out and you play the same way? The Sixers are trying to lose games now. They are trying to tank. They are number 6. They are a couple games away from having the 5th worst record, and they are climbing the ranks. So to come out here on February 26th and tell us that, hey, man, it's time to put the podcast aside. It's time to really lock in now and get my body in shape. That is an absolute disgrace. You should be embarrassed. These fans are no longer going for it, man. And like I've said for the last several weeks, the craziest part is that these contracts aren't going anywhere. They are going to try to run this product back. Maybe this is some damage control, but guess what? The car's already driven off the damn cliff. It's over. It's done. Yesterday or last week on the podcast, PG's talking about Cooper Flagg and Ace Bailey. Yeah, the guys who might start over you next season. These guys can't be this unaware, can they? I wonder if they really listen to what the fans are saying or not. I really wonder. Daryl Morey scours Twitter like a scavenger. I haven't heard from him in months other than that press conference. They have to talk about these things, right? I just cannot believe that Paul George came out here and acted like this is the final turnaround. Like, hey, we're going to get things right, and I'm going to get my body in shape. I'm going to be the big guy here. I'm going to take a break from the podcasting. How dare me try to exert my efforts talking on the mic and, let me go 100% on the floor. And you pretty much just told us that the Sixers have been an afterthought to your actual profession, which is now being a podcaster. So, ladies and gentlemen, to sum up, on a bright, beautiful day, I am now pissed off again about the 76ers, and I will see you all tonight as the Sixers get absolutely blasted by the New York Knicks and continue to tank. Catch you then. Peace.